Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to use Audacity, a free program, to make audio recordings. First you'll need to go to the Audacity website, which you see here at this address, audacity.sourceforge.net. On the site you can download the right version for your computer, and you can also get more information from the feature list, wiki, and forum. Once you've downloaded the program, you can open it and it will look something like this. I only use a few of the buttons in Audacity for my purposes. I use record, stop, play, pause, trim audio, silence audio, and of course everyone's favorite, undo. There's also redo should you need it. Now, you're also going to need a microphone. I have an external microphone, but you can use one that's built in or one that's built into a web camera if that's what you have. Once you have these things, you're ready to make a recording. So to begin, we'll click on the record button. I'm going to make a few noises at the beginning, one in the middle, and then again at the end, and we'll use the features to clean it up. So I'll click record now. Here is a sample for you to listen to. Okay, now I'm going to click on stop, and I've made a very messy recording. But what we'll do now is use trim audio and silence audio to clean it up. The first thing you'll want to do is click on play and listen again. Watch the image on the screen so you can find where the problems are. Here is a sample for you to listen to. Okay, now I'm going to click on stop. Okay, so you can see where the problems are. I'll move back down to the beginning of the file so that we can see where it begins. I noticed that here I coughed. Here there was a sound, a clicking sound, and then here I began speaking. Here again there was another clicking sound, the finish of what I was saying, and yet another cough. So what I'm going to do to begin is I'm going to start from about here just to be safe, and I'm going to click. Now I'm going to drag with my mouse button down, and I'm going to take it all the way past what I said, right into here before the last cough. Now I'll release the mouse button, and up at the menu I'm going to choose Trim Audio. So I'll click on that button now, and that's going to take away everything but I think what I wanted to say. So let's click on play and listen again. Here is a sample for you to listen to. Okay, it's much better, but I notice that there's still a bit of sound here at the beginning that I don't want. So I'm going to click here again, drag the mouse across, and then I'll release the button over here, and I think I can take some more off the end as well. Now again, I'm going to click on Trim Audio. We'll listen once more. Here is a sample for you to listen to. Okay, it's sounding much better, except of course for this popping sound. So here, I'm going to go just before the sound, click, drag across, and then up here, after I've released the mouse button, I'm going to choose this time Silence Audio. It disappears, and we'll listen again. Whoops, okay, I need to stop, take it back to the beginning. Here we go. We'll listen again. Here is a sample for you to listen to. Much better. Now I have a clean recording that I can use. Once you're happy with your file, you come up to the top and you can click on File. Now, generally you would click on Save to save your project. If you do that, you'll save it as an Audacity file, which you can't actually use. What you want is an MP3. So down below, instead of Save, we're going to click on Export Audio. So I'll click on that now. This will open up a window. I can choose where I want to save it. I'll give the file a name. I'll say sample. Best to have no spaces, depending on the purposes of your file, and you want to keep the name short if you can. Then I'll click on Save. Now, I can fill in this metadata if I would like to. If you're going to be using this for some sort of external website or for some sort of commercial enterprise, you may want to fill this information in, but for my purposes I don't actually need it, so I'm just going to click on OK. Now we've made a file that we can use. Now, For our video, I'm going to now put this file into a Moodle course. There's many other places you could use this file. You could email it to someone as the file itself, but what I'm going to do today is I have a little forum post here in my Moodle page that has a text editor. You'll need your text editor for this, and the button that we want is Insert Moodle Media. So down here in my message, I have a spot. Here is a sample recording to listen to. I've got my cursor there, and now I'm going to click on Insert Moodle Media. When I do that, I now click on Find or Upload a Sound, Video, or Applet, and I'm going to click on Upload a File, and then Browse. Now I'll find my file. I called it Sample, so I'll look down below here. You can scroll through the list like this to find it, or you can type the name in below if you do know the name. So I found it here, Sample. I can click on that and then click on Open, or I can simply double click. Now that I've done that, it comes up here as my attachment. I'm going to give it a name, Sample. The author was me. I'm not too worried about reserving my rights, so I'm going to call this one public domain. Anyone can use it for any purposes they like. You can choose the appropriate license for your purposes. Then I'll say upload this file. Wait for a moment. If I like, I can preview it here. Here is a sample for you to listen to. And once I'm happy with that, I'll then click on Insert. Now I've added it to my message. Everything's ready to go, and we made an MP3 file.